Hi everyone, welcome to Before the Game. I'm Alicifer, and joining me is my partner in crime, Starjun.
Thanks, Alicifer. Hey guys, there's technically no games in the OPL this week, but we've still got a pretty exciting show with the Oceanic Pro League recently finishing up and the Challenger Series also finishing. We have the OCS winners, Team Absolute, Strawbella, and Yuna Yuki. Sorry about that. How you guys going tonight?
Good, thanks.
Great.
Fair enough, that's excellent to hear. So it is a bit of a Monday night, so everyone's kind of like got to loosen up a little bit with the
Got to get used to the Monday nights. That's true.
Yeah, that's all right. So, can we just get a little bit of an introduction about you guys? We'll start off with Kulo, because you look like you need a bit of a jazz hands. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Kulo. I play hitting carry for Absolute, and yeah, that's it.
Nice.
That's still pretty good. And what about you, Strawbella?
Yeah, I'm Strawberry, or Strawbella. I'm a support player for Absolute. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, guys, just before we actually get into the podcast, to our viewers on Twitch, if you have any questions for our guests, please make sure you write them in the chat. We will be deciding the best question at the end of the podcast as we read them out. So thank you very much. Nothing inappropriate, I swear. It made me go mum on you guys. All right. So you guys just won the Oceanic Challenge Series. How are you guys feeling about your win?
Good.
Feels pretty good. Yeah.
Just for anyone who didn't watch it, you guys managed to beat Best Players Ocean 2-1 to secure your spot in the OPL and the first prize of Challenger Series. So that's pretty fantastic. It was actually the first time we got to see you guys play because you were lucky enough to get two teams disqualified that were versing you. Unlucky for them, but I think you guys really deserve the victory after a really strong performance in that series. How does it feel knowing that you're going to be playing in the OPL against 7 of the best teams in Oceania? Strawberry, you can answer this one.
Yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. Team, as 5, we haven't been together for very long, but I think we can pull through. We're aiming for at least top 4 this split, just to start off with, and I mean, we know like all the players individually, I guess, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Have anything further you'd like to add to that, Kulo?
No, not really.
Always forever the amazing support for Kulo there.
Thanks.
Well, you guys, to anyone who doesn't know, you were the 7th seed from the Open League going into the Challenger Series. Realistically, did you think you guys expected to win and to make it into the OPL next week? I'll ask this one to you, Kulo.
Well, to be fair, we're only 7th seed because we made the team like with 3 weeks of open ladder left, so we couldn't really get that many points.
Yeah.
I guess.
So would you say that you thought you had a strong enough roster to definitely make it into the OPL then?
Oh yeah, like we just needed to fix on a few things, like in scrims.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair enough. What about you, Strawberry? How much were you expecting to win when you started the Challenger Series?
I'm not sure because I only joined the team with Jack Attack like week before. We got called in to play the finals and possibly on the main roster, so I thought we'll just give it a go and whatever happens from there, yeah.
So, just talking about the OCS, what were you guys think? What were your thoughts when the other teams got disqualified? Like, with Rich Gang and stuff like that, means that the OCS winners automatically join OPL. Like, what were you guys thinking when that got announced? And obviously, you guys won.
I think it was. I don't know. I think everyone could have seen that coming from a while back, but it was. I think it was a bit of relief to get it over and done with now instead of having to wait for the relegations in a month. And at least we can focus on everything now. Also because our mid laner was 15, so we've had to find a new one and just work on team stuff and not have to worry about either if we're going to make it or not for another month. And yeah.
Must feel pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the games a bit. You guys, I'm just going to talk about the grand finals. I just want to touch on the fact that you guys have amazing dragon control. You lost maybe like 3 the entire time. Like, that was insane, guys. You've got, for only just sort of coming together, like you said, yourself and Jack had only just joined about a week ago. You're already working really, really well as a team. What's the communication like? Have you guys played together before? Or is it just like purely, we're just going to follow the shot caller and just do really, really well?
Well, me and Kulo have been in a couple of teams together. We often duo quite a bit as well. Communication. Let's not talk about the bot lane one. But as a team, I think it was really well done. Like, everyone talked when they needed to. It wasn't anything negative, really. Everyone was pretty positive, even if we did lose the first game. It was just, yeah, well, we just needed to stick to the plan, and that was it, really. Like, we knew we could beat them, but it was just getting ourselves together and doing it.
Yeah.
Was there any part in picks and bans in any of the games where you guys were like actually worried, especially after losing that first game?
Well, we realized that the Vlad was a problem after the first one, and we're like, okay, well, we thought that would have gone to Luch in mid lane, and we didn't expect chippies on it. We hadn't prepared for that one, so we just banned that one away. But everything else, from the first game, we just had to not farm for like 40 minutes and then lose. But we figured that out after the game, and I think everyone was just like, alright, just gotta stick to the plan. Like, if we lose one more, we're out. See?
That's very interesting. Kulo, I wanted to ask you. You decided to play Jinx in one of your games, and it was a really big performance. What is your opinions on Jinx, and why was your decision to play her?
I don't know. It's like Jinx is just really strong at the moment. Maybe not in like a regular 2v2 matchup, but she does well in a lane swap, and we use that to our advantage. Like, so I could just snowball, and then eventually we just beat them twice in a row with it.
Is that a kind of comp that you guys play often, or just decided to pick it up because you thought it would fit in the night?
I'm not sure.
We planned for a few things, but it was like the backup plan, sort of. But no, we do run like a lot of different comps. But we just thought, well, he's comfortable with the Jinx, and we'll bring it out. We need a bit more damage and just build it around him. So.
How do you find Jinx matches up in this meta? We've got the tank meta with Cinderhulk being so amazingly strong. I've heard that she's a bit of a tank shredder. Might that be a reason why you would pick her up as well as the lane swapping?
Oh, that'd be another reason as well, because of the attack speed steroid from the Q, and the ultimate, which does percentage HP damage. And it also helps that tanks do no damage as well, like, as the game gets later on.
Definitely. Gosh, it must be so frustrating as an ADC playing at this current meta like that. The Cinderhulk nurse who would be like, okay, yes, but please more, like 50 HP or something, or just like, Do you think we might see Jinx picked up more, but also maybe some Cogmore return with the Jugglemore comps?
We'll have to see. I don't know, when he plays Jinx, there's a lot more stress on me to take care of him, so I'm
Oh
not
gosh.
sure.
I couldn't imagine with a Cogmore. Then it'd be like, please just stand behind me the entire time. Don't move.
Yeah,
We need
or
like
even a
3
Vayne.
people.
Yeah.
But Strawberry, I think that's a good time to lead into this. For anyone that doesn't know, once you play your first OPL game, you will be the first female player to play at the top level of a region, which is quite an achievement. How does that feel?
I've still been thinking about that really. Like, I'm not too sure. Like, I don't really know many other girls that are trying to get there. So, like, I haven't been able to talk to them about it or anything, but it's just, like, it's more for me, not really proving that girls could do it. I wanted people to recognize me more for gameplay rather than being a girl.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable. Could you tell us a little bit about how you got into competitive League of Legends then?
I always kind of want to, I think everyone wants to play at high elo, really, but, I went to EB Expo, and I just saw them play, what was it there? The Oceanic Regionals, and I just thought, like, wow, that would be really cool, like, if I could play on stage like that. So I don't know, it's just one of those things where, like, if you're good enough, like, you'll get there at some point, but if you don't, like, it's just not meant to be, you know?
That's true. And, good way to represent the girls. It's not all, like, I really respect your approach to this. It's not like I'm a female, that's all that there is. It's, I'm actually a good player. I deserve this, I respect that a lot, so thank you so much for that opinion. Of course I do. I'm all about equality. It's not to take away from this at all, because I think it's amazing that you are actually the first girl in Oceania to achieve this. Like, that's awesome.
Not just Oceania. If you actually, once you play your first game, you'll be the first female player to play the top. Yeah, TPA had a female sub, but I'm pretty sure she never played. So yeah, you just have to make sure you don't get benched or anything for them, and it'll be quite an achievement. And I think you really deserve it. You played really well in your sets, so that's always good.
And Kulo, let's talk about a bit about you. Now, you are also an amazing ADC player. We had seen that in the OCS. Let's hear a little bit more about your background. Is this your first tournament? Have you played anything else?
It's probably my first big tournament, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't really played anything else.
Have you been to any LANs or anything like that?
To watch. Yeah, I went to EV Expo last year.
Yeah. So you haven't really played too many big events or anything like that. So that's really exciting for you. How do you deal with the nerves coming into something like that?
I'm not sure. Just try to calm myself down, I guess.
That's a good way to do it. That is definitely a good way to do it. So, well, best of luck with everything. I hope to see your continual amazing performance in OPL. But, guys, let's move on to the Chiefs, because this is also huge news. Have you guys watched the grand finals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Who could miss it, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you guys expect the Chiefs wipeout?
I thought it would be a bit closer, but I think, right now the Chiefs really have deserved it. And, I mean, they've been shut down twice. Legacy and Avant have won the last two. And just, I wouldn't have known, I wouldn't know how they feel, being the top team of Oceania, or, yeah, just a really well-known team even for so long, and then to not win for a year, and, I mean, to come back is really good on them, especially with the same roster as well.
Yeah, that's very true. They did have an incredible performance, but I think they really planned their training up so that by the time that grand finals hit, they were really at their peak performance. And I think that the 3 games that they played in the finals were probably the best games they've played all split. So that was very impressive. I wanted to ask you guys, one of the bans we were seeing from against the Chiefs actually was the Shyvana ban. She's been banned a lot lately. I was wondering, have you guys managed to see any top lane Shyvanas lately, and do you have any opinions on it? How about you, Kulo?
I think it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I don't know. She just rocks up with this Cinderhawk skirmisher saber, and then she just starts auto attacking you, and you can't really do much as an AD carry.
Yeah, it seems like she's quite powerful, but I hope we get to see it soon. Are you expecting any strange picks or anything special from the guys, the Chiefs guys at the International Wildcards?
I'm not sure.
No idea.
The boys always do like to keep us on our toes, though. I still remember Gold Coast Supernova, Rosie bringing out the Zillion. You were on stage with me there, Starjun.
Yep, good times. Good times. I remember calling that a poor pick, and then it became like a full meta across every region. I'm pretty sure there's a video of me doing that as well, so that was great. Actually, that's a good question for you, Strawberry. Do you ever play any Zillion support, or do you have any opinions on any less than meta picks that you like to play?
Not really. I'm really interested in Bard. I mean, he's so cute and fluffy.
Yeah, because Bard was actually just recently enabled. I think he was played in the LPL last night, possibly.
Yeah.
So what are your opinions on him then?
I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure him out, but he's I'm not too sure. I like him though, just because he's pretty much just, I don't know, his ulti is a game changer, and I really don't think anyone can see that far to have like a perfect ulti every time. You're probably going to kill your own teammates, and they're probably going to yell at you. But I just think that's why he's interesting, and I really want to pick him up. But off meta, I don't know about the Zillion. Not really.
Can I talk about the Zillion?
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to have a chat to you about Zillion. I have been playing him recently, and I have noticed that a lot of people aren't playing him, and let me discuss with you and see what you think might change your mind. So basically, Zillion's bombs have a 0.9 AP ratio, also have an AoE stun. His slow can be up to 99%, and his ult can be on a 30% 30-second cooldown. Do you think that having something aggressive like that could be something like a new Annie, or do you think he might be still a bit too squishy because he doesn't have that molten shield to trade off with?
I don't really like him as much. I do like Annie, how she's a bit more consistent, I feel like. I don't know, I just didn't really like Zillion. Like, his bombs do damage, but I'm more of a, like, I don't know, passive support player, I guess. I don't really do as much damage as the other ones would like. Yeah.
Alright, nothing wrong with that. You play an amazing Janna, which is one of the best passive supports. I mean, she's like the best support at the moment, so why not?
It's pretty powerful. But how about some other less popular picks that have kind of been rising? Is the Nautilus support? Do you ever play Nautilus support, Strawberry?
Oh, I tried that one. It didn't really work out.
No, doesn't fit your style?
My very first game was just in a scrim, like maybe 2 weeks ago or something, and I was like, okay guys, I'm gonna hook, and I was like standing right in front of the wall. I tried to hook through the wall, and I just hooked right into it. So I was like, alright, this isn't for me, let's just go with something. It's like a few days until the final, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Kulo, what about you? What's your opinions on Nautilus support? Or playing with one as well?
I don't know. I think it's pretty disgusting to deal with.
In a good way, or it's like
No, just bad.
Yeah?
Just bad. He just walks up to you and auto attacks, and you just can't really run away from him.
Yeah.
Unless maybe like Sivir or something.
He's pretty scary, especially if he maxes E, and it's just like he doesn't even need to be on you. He just E's, and it's just like a stupid amount of slow, and that free damage is like ridiculous coming from a support that's a tank.
I've seen Cheese play it. I think once, a new one. I'm not sure. He does pretty well in it, but don't like it on support.
It's a different play style.
Really, anyway.
So, coming in to... let's just talk about Worlds and Wildcards again. With
MSI, yep.
Yes. Coming up. Now, we didn't do as well Legacy against the World.
They came second. They did pretty well.
They did, definitely. I'm never going to take an achievement away from them. Like, they earned their spot. They did well, but this time round, we want much, much higher seating and really show what Oceania has, right? So, Chiefs, do you think that we have it to go that one step further? What do you guys think?
I think so, yeah. I think the Chiefs have improved quite a lot. So I'm looking forward to see what they can bring.
I think everyone is really excited. I think they've played so many games now that they're going to be the fittest that they've ever been going into a tournament, or that any Oceanic team has been going into an international tournament. So I think it'll be really exciting to see them play. But there's another mode that we need to talk about. I'm sure you guys have got to play it a lot. It actually, I believe it just finished 20 minutes ago. You may still be able to queue if you're lucky. But of course, we'll talk about Earth. Have you guys been playing any Earth? That is the real question.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I'm terrible.
Haven't been playing it at all, Kulo?
No, not really.
No? Oh, you're missing out.
Like
Well,
after scrims, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any champions that you hit an OP, or just what champions do you think are the best in Earth?
I don't know. I'm really bad at it, and I always stick to my support. So I like the Annie because you can just flash tibbers someone and kill them every 20 seconds, something.
Yeah. There's a few good champions at comboing people. I know Malphite's really popular if you just want to ult someone every 20 seconds. What about you, Alice? I'm sure you have some hidden Earth champions.
I freaking hate Earth. I hated it the first time it came out. I hate it this time as well. My friends keep getting me to play it and it's just like, brain aneurysm. Why are there so many Ezreals and Shakos and Zeds? Just like, guys. Here I am, I'm just trying Soraka because, just constant Q spam, stuck all biatches. And then suddenly a Zed. It's like, well, I can't even catch you, so whatever. Kog'Maw, AP Kog'Maw was so much fun in it. Ridiculous. You actually make it rain. It was great.
It is good.
I'm not sad that it's gone. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm so sad. I played over 90 games with Earth in a week. It's pretty great.
Bring back All for One. I had so much fun with All for One. I loved it.
Did you guys play All for One? Strawberry or Kulo? Did you ever play All for One?
What's All for One?
Twice. Not really good at other game modes.
Yeah. That's fair enough. It was a mode where you played 5 of the same champion. So, 5 Citrus.
I think we tried 5 ribbons, and I'd always just end up being the support one anyway.
That's fantastic that you just always get put in that, regardless of what champion you're playing. You have to support. That's funny.
let's go on to community questions, guys. We have a couple of good ones. Thank you very much for sending those through. First off, we have Savari.
Savari Go MVP, I think. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
My brain did not want to process savagery. I'm just like, it's not savage. Anyway, Strawbella. Oh my gosh, it's broken my brain now. We've talked about Earth, now my brain is actually breaking. Strawbella, what do you think of the current variations of support within the meta? Things like Cannon, Nautilus, the choice of support, one can choose from is massive. So the variations.
Yeah, I think you can almost bring out anything these days, really, including like top, mid, jungle. Yeah, it's mainly tanks, but Cannon, Nautilus, not really my sort of style. I think they could work there. Nautilus has been played in quite a few games, but I don't know, not my style. Again, I would just rather play Thresh or Blitzcrank to hit a hook. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Our next question is from Modbrat. Oh yeah, shout out Modbrat. Who is the pro in their position that you are most looking forward to facing off against? It's for both of you, but Kulo, you can go first.
Oh, probably King from Dire Wolves.
Yeah, King? He has been playing really well. What about you, Strawberry? Who are you most excited to face?
I actually would like to face Legacy again. Coven and EGM, I always seem to find them whenever I'm warding, and I want to find a way around that. So, I don't know, they just make me think a lot, and yeah, otherwise I'm looking forward to verse everyone, really.
It's fair enough. It literally is the support's worst nightmare trying to ward, and there's just suddenly somebody there, and it's like, can't check all the brushes with every single walk, so I've only got 3. Like, oh. Alright, we have Maxi OCE. Question for Kulo: how do you maintain that dank hair?
I don't know, I guess minimal conditioner, I guess. It helps.
That's great. Do you want to give a shout out to your shampoo or conditioner brand?
I don't even know what I use.
That's fair enough. Well, our next question is from Hi, I'm Shiny. Is Jack Attack better than Robo Santa? Strawberry?
I don't think I've ever really played with Robo Santa because I joined.
You joined when Jack Attack.
Yeah,
that's a
but
good point.
I really like Jack as a top laner. I think he's quite consistent with TPs as well, laning phase, everything really. He's a good guy and very experienced as well. So I'm not sure about Robo.
That's fair enough.
All right, we have Promones. How do I become Oceanic's Pro League level Jinx main like Yukina?
I'm not sure. What kind of question is that?
How do I become the best Jinx player?
I don't know. Play heaps of Jinx.
Okay, I have a question, and it bothers me when I see people play Jinx and they can never decide between rocket and minigun. What situation will you choose one and not the other?
No, it depends on the situation.
So, okay, I saw in one game, just a solo queue game that I was watching, a Jinx was auto-attacking a Nautilus that was in the brush, but obviously this Nautilus had a ton of health because he was tank. Now, they were just using their rockets and not doing anything. Is that... They had an IE and PD, but is that a kind of situation where you yourself would go, okay, I see this giant tank, am I going to use my minigun before they realize that I'm there, or is rockets the way that you go?
No, I'd probably want to open up with rocket, and then... No, it just depends on like how many people are on top of you, really.
I would just run, to be honest. I wouldn't even bother killing him.
Fair enough. Alright, guys, well, thank you very much for that. That is all the time that we have. We are going to give our winning question to Mudbrat. Thanks, bro. Yes. Okay, so, any shout-out you guys would like to make? Let's start off with you, Kulo.
No, I'm fine. I don't have
Nothing
any.
to team managers or anything?
No, I'm fine.
Not even to the rest of your team?
I think Strawberry has a few.
Okay. Strawberry then, shoutouts.
Firstly, shout out to our coach and analyst, Mike Cyranos. He's been very helpful, especially with the past couple of teams I've been in as well. I think he's, I have to say, one of the best analysts I've ever met. Hi team. Hi everyone watching. Yeah. That's it really.
That's cute. Alright, well, thank you very much. So, if anyone wants to find you guys on social media, where can they find you?
I have a Twitter, so follow me at Strawbella. And come say hi. And I might make like an Ask FM or something when I figure it out.
Please do. What about yourself, Kulo?
I'd rather not.
Rather not? Alright.
I'd
no
honestly
worries,
rather
guys.
not.
He likes to remain mysterious. Alrighty. So, thanks everyone for joining us on this Monday night. I know it's a little bit different to our usual schedule, but, you know, we have some things coming up. So, thank you very much for tuning in. You can tune in again tomorrow at 7 p.m. We have a special podcast with the OPL champions, the Chiefs, before they leave for Turkey. So make sure you join us then. You can follow myself on Twitter and my lovely co-host Starjun. You can see our handles on the stream. Now, I just want to say best of luck to our guests for OPL, and this has been Before the Game, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, everyone.